Hey everyone, how are you? I am coming back again to fulfill another subscriber's request. This is one of my last requests for tonight, as I had another one. This request has been requested from subscriber Keep It Dope, and this subscriber wanted me to do a celebrity reading for Lisa from K-pop girl group BlackPink. And this subscriber wanted to know about her career and love life. So before we get into what has come out for both of those I'm tired. Both of those areas for Lisa, just want to just mention right quick that Lisa is a part of a popular girl group, BlackPink, as she is a rapper, a singer, and dancer. Lisa is 26 years old, and her zodiac sign is Aries, which makes her a fire sign. So with that being said, let us get right into the reading. So I will speak upon what is happening pertaining to her career, and then we will wind out with speaking upon the area of love for Lisa. All right, so keep it dope. You wanted to know what is happening in her career? Well, I'm going to tell you. She is a spitball. She is a spitfire. Anything that pertains to her true element, she is definitely in her element. As I pulled out her cards, I was very impressed by her energy. Very, if you will, as we go through the cards, she is as well is someone you can say is very, had a call coming in, knocked over my cards. Okay, she is someone inspirational, if you will, because she is so full of drive. Okay, now the reason I feel that way and say that is because the first card that came out was the major arcana of the Fool. So the Fool always speaks about taking that leap of faith when you're not sure. But because she is an Aries, a fire sign, we already know fire signs, especially with Aries, they start off the zodiac chart, which means that they are go-getters, they are passionate, and they are driven to go toward whatever it is that they embark upon, right? So she's very confident. So this is why the Fool came up, pertaining to her energy. So pertaining to her career, then we know then, to me, that it shows that, and along with the other cards that has come out behind the Fool, she is on a roll. She is taking that leap of faith. She's like plunging toward different various projects, right? But I also want to say that as well, which is something that I did not get with this reading that I got with the other members, like certain members of other groups, where I was doing a career reading for them, I kind of picked up other members when speaking about the career, because somehow it was linked with the other members. This is the first group that I'm speaking about, a member where I have not seen any other members pop up in this reading, which means that overall her spread is focusing on her, which means that she is her own solo artist at this time. I don't know what is going on, like pertaining to the group itself, in terms of if there's been any changes, if they're still together, if they are looking to, whatever the case may be. But again, all the energy of these cards is pertaining to her. Now, as we continue on, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, this now is tapping into her energy. Wands represents the fire signs, with her being an Aries. So it speaks about movement, things coming in very quickly, at a pace. But as things come in, this could be various projects that she is working on at this time, that is like coming in one after another, right? But also we have the Five of Wands, her energy again. It's almost like she is fighting. She's being driven toward her goals. She is achieving what it is that she wants. She has a passion behind it. So it's almost like she's not giving up. She's rising to the top, because the Five of Wands is someone that keeps climbing. They're rising to the top. I don't see her being someone that kind of step on someone's toes to get to it, because I feel that overall, her nature and her personality is very nice, right? When it comes to this type of energy of the card, the Five of Wands, when you are trying to, if there's competition, let's just say, right? You will step over anyone's toes, knock them down, just as you see this energy here. It might be very hard to kind of pick up, but this is like going for what you want and don't care as you climb up, you don't care who you knock down to kind of keep them from getting to what you're trying to get. I don't see her being that malicious like that. This is just speaking upon her energy of herself, that she's very driven, which means she's not letting anything get in her way when it comes to her own goals that she's setting for herself, because at times, sometimes we can get in our own way. So I feel that when it comes to her, she is really going after what she wants to do. She is being led to pursue the things that she wants to at this time. So I do feel that she is a solo artist. So at some point she might have stepped out or away from the group. Don't know for sure, but I just feel like I'm picking up, like I said, her energy as being someone by herself and doing her own thing. Now we come next to another major corner of the world. So she's sitting on top. It's almost like, being in the spotlight, in your own spotlight. No one else is there but this picture of this feminine energy, right? So this is, to me, her. She's on top of the world doing her thing, and she is in the spotlight, right, for doing so. Next to that, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is investing, putting in time of the things that you are doing, whatever it may be. But it can also represent various projects that you are working on. So to me, she is not only doing one thing, it's like she have other things that is going on for her at this time. I feel that she's adaptable, that she's a very adaptable young lady who, like I say, she is very driven and passionate, which again, I will say that she is being very true to her element of fire, because fire is something that continues to burn. So to me, this is like her energy, right? If it burns out, it's not due to their own doing, if that makes sense, right? So as long as she got the zeal, as long as she got that ambition, she's very ambitious about whatever it is that she's doing and working on for herself toward her career, right? So that's what I get with those top energies. Now we're going to come down to clarify these energies. So why was the Fool here? What was the overall message behind that Fool? We have here the Death card. The Death card is kind of similar to the Fool because it speaks about as one project ends, something else comes up. So this is why I feel that she has her hand in various projects, right? So it's like she steps out and get involved into one thing. Once she's done with that, she's on to the next, okay? And that's what I feel. Now, as we come down to clarify the Eight of Wands, which I mentioned that she's in her element there, we have here, I got three. The first one that came out again was the Fool. This is coming up as a duplicate because remember, she started off her reading with the Fool. So it popped up again, along with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. These represents new beginnings, new starts. When one particular goal or something that she have finished, that she have achieved, she's on to the next. And I feel that her energy, she is very rambunctious. She is very energetic. I feel that, as I mentioned before, that she is really a true inspiration. Like whoever that is surrounded in her circle, I feel that they look up to her, right? Because I feel that her attitude and the way she approached the things that she wants to create for herself, she goes after it. Regardless if she's, nervous or she's not sure, she just goes for it. And generally, when you are that type of person that just go towards something, more than likely you will be successful. That there will be positive results because you are just taking that plunge, right? And this is what I feel that she is doing right now. She is just really going after the things that she is passionate towards, right? So with the Ace of Cups here, the Ace of Pentacles, and with that Fool card that have come out again, that just kind of highlights and just drives home the point in terms of what is taking place pertaining to her career, that it's very active. She is on the go. It's no slowing down. Now, to clarify the energy of the Five of Wands, we have here the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So this is her energy again. The Ten of Wands is not letting anything hold you back, right? It's like whatever comes your way, you are determined to proceed ahead. Nothing can come between you to block you from your own driven goals, right? So whatever that may be, she is forging ahead. She's blocking it, right? But then we also have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is juggling different tasks, juggling different opportunities, juggling, different projects, right? Which means that she is very active. So her career, as I said, is very active. And again, as I pull up these cards, you will see that so far, there is no one else that is showing up but her. So again, she is definitely working on her own projects at this time, right? Now, to clarify that World card, we have here the Emperor. This is her energy right here because the Emperor represents the Aries energy. So this is her energy coming full force ahead along with the Knight of Swords, which actually speaks about that action. She's taking charge of her life. So again, I don't know what's going on with her group and, what the dynamics is pertaining to, them working together, or if their, contract has expired. I really don't know. But she is taking charge and doing her own thing. So it's almost like whatever is taking place with the group, it's like it's not keeping her set back, right? It's not holding her back. It's not like, well, just because this is not happening right now, I'm going to wait. No, she is going on her own and doing her own thing. So with the Emperor being here, this very well speaks about her current energy at this time, right? And with Swords, this is fast. Out of all the Knights, the Knight of Swords is the fastest energy of the tarot when it comes to the Knights. So this is fast energy here. She's just moving ahead. Now, as we wind down to now clarify the Seven of Pentacles, we have here the Six of Pentacles along with the Knight of Wands. So right away, I just felt that because it was under the Seven of Pentacles, when I mentioned that she's a hard worker, she's accomplishing things. So I feel that with all the accomplishments that she has made, be it the songs on album or any other projects, I feel that along with the World card being in the spotlight, that she has been perhaps recognized and seen for her maybe even philanthropy work. In some type of way, she is being recognized and appreciated. But with the Six of Pentacles, it shows that she gives back. So with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is the next knight that comes after coming down, right? Winding down the Knight's energy. The Knight of Wands is right under, I should say, the Knight of Swords. So she's slowing down from her busy life in her career, but she takes time, I feel, in some way to give back. So all that she is doing career-wise and all the, money that she generates from whatever projects that she's doing, she takes time for a moment to kind of give back to whomever that may be in some way, right? It doesn't have to always be monetary that a person can give or be generous to. It can be their time. It could just be whatever it may be, but she gives back, right? So that's what I feel. So overall, to answer your question, what is the energy actively right now for Lisa? It's busy. It's got her in the energy of not stopping. She is on the road. She's doing her thing. And like I said, this is someone, for those that are in her circle, these are young ladies that perhaps can really be inspired. And she can motivate young women to kind of go after your dreams, to go after your ambitions. Stay driven, because after a while, you will reap the fruits of your labor, hard work. And that's what I feel when it comes to her career, that's where she's at currently at this time. All right, so I hope I addressed your answers there pertaining to that area of her life. Now let's swing over to see what's going on in her love life, okay? So this, I will say right off the bat, that the cards that came out, I got like a few downloads, or a few messages, I should say. As we go a little bit toward the end, that is where I kind of had to pause and take time to really see what the message was behind those cards. But I can tell you right now that right now, currently, she is single. She is not linked with anyone. Now, despite the fact that she may have dated in the past and may have, been dating off and on, but right now I'm only speaking about her current energy pertaining to love. And currently, she is single. Now, the first card that came out was the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is someone that is independent, right? Very independent, and can also kind of keep to themselves. But when it comes to love, it could be someone that is also where they are very cautious, or they are very discerning when it comes to how they stray toward love. It could be, even if you want, can say someone that is picky about who it is that they choose, who is worthy of their time. So that was kind of like the attitude and spirit that I got behind her pertaining to the area of love. That I feel that, she's independent, and that she is single, I feel, by choice. And she is single by choice for a few reasons. And we will get into that as we go along. The next card that came out was the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is someone that is walking away from something, right? It can be, depending on how the other cards surrounds this card, it can be walking away, even though we're speaking about love, but it can be walking away, again, by choice. So despite that there may be suitors or people, or different men that might be interested in her, it's like she's taking the choice to like walk away, to turn her back at this time, right? It doesn't mean that it would be like that in the future, but right now it just shows that she's walking away from love, okay? And the next card that came out was the Page of Cups. Now, there was a lot of cups that came out pertaining to this area of love for her, which means that there is someone of water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that is so much into her. Okay, so if you guys know a water sign that she might have been linked to or might have dated, let me know in the comment section. But it's someone, it doesn't have to be, but a lot of cups energy came out. And because we have the fish popping out, this could be a Pisces. But I feel that it could be a Cancer, because we got the Chariot card here, which represents Cancer. But it could be both, a Pisces and a Cancer. But whoever this water sign is, they are very much into her. But I feel like, again, because of how she feels about love, for the reasons we will get into in a second, I feel that she kind of keeps to herself. She is not, per se, wanting to right now deal with love. Okay, I'm going to put it like that. Now, the next card that came out was the Judgment card, okay, which is a major arcana. This is where I had to kind of take a moment to see exactly what she feels she's being judged about. And because we are speaking about the area of love, there is something in particular that she is concerned about being judged about, okay? And let us get into that. We will get into it in a moment. And the next card that came out was the Three of Wands. Okay, now let's come down to now clarify these top energies. So remember the Nine of Pentacles. To clarify the Nine of Pentacles, we got here the Five of Swords, followed by the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles is showing up as the duplicate because remember, her love reading started off with the Nine of Pentacles. So again, it's showing her independence, but it's also showing her stern position, I will say. Her stern position to remain single at this time. Now, the Three of Pentacles can be three lovers, or I would say three interests. So it could be those two water signs, Pisces or Cancer. It could be an earth sign. So it could imply that she had three suitors. But again, there's a water sign, I think, out of all the suitors that is really into her, right? And then, like I said, the Five of Swords is, to me, taking that energy or that spirit, that attitude of the Nine of Pentacles is someone that is cutting. She is kind of standing her position. It's like she's very firm and very clear about anything pertaining to love or getting involved with anyone at this time. Again, don't know how it was in the past, but for now, it's almost like she has decided that this is the position that she's going to be at for now pertaining to love. Okay, so that's what I got there. Now, as we move over to clarify the Eight of Cups, remember I mentioned that that was an energy of like walking away and not really giving attention or giving anyone her time. To clarify that, we have the King of Cups with the Nine of Cups. This is why I feel strongly that there's a water sign, because cups represents the water signs, that there's a water sign that is very much into her. And I feel that as they come to her to let their intentions or just letting her know that they into her or like her, I feel that she rejects them, because the swords, remember the Five of Swords came up here. So it could be like rejection, like I'm keeping my distance. Like right now, I'm single and I'm going to stay that way. But I feel that whoever this is, they are going to keep coming after her, because the King of Cups here is like someone that really loves her, really likes her, and really want her to give them the time of day, which she's not. That's what I pick up. So I have to, go with what I intuitively feel, what the message is behind it. And that's what I feel, that regardless of their advances, that she is right now not accepting it at this time, right? Again, to clarify now, that top energy of the Page of Swords, guess what came out again? The Page of Cups. We're clarifying the Page of Cups now. What came out again? The Page of Cups, which is speaking about a water sign. And because it came up again as a duplicate, the Pisces, the fish representing the Pisces, this could be very well a Pisces that is really pursuing her, that she's not giving any time to. But then we also have the Two of Wands, and we have the Chariot. So the Two of Wands is her energy coming in as that fire sign. She's taking a position, right? So if you really see this, this is like her energy in the middle. On one side, we have Cups, a water sign. On the other side, we have the Chariot. The Chariot represents the water sign Cancer. So, and then we have the Pisces. So this is her in the middle between these two suitors, if you will. And we have the Two Wands. So it's like one wand, she is standing firm and holding her position to say no. And then on the other side, the other wand, she's looking to the other suitor and saying no. She's being firm. That's how I am reading it, okay? So again, I feel that she is, I won't say resisting, but she is very solid about staying single at this time, if that makes sense, okay? Now, as we go over to now clarify that Judgment card, we have here the Hierophant here. The Hierophant here is one of the most spiritual cards in the tarot deck, because it speaks about religion. It speaks about traditional practices, beliefs, but also anything that's spiritually based. So when this came out along under the judgment card, that had me, at a pause because I'm trying to figure out what is this representing. Now, it would have been different if it came out in her career, but because it came out of love, in the love area, I should say, I was a little kind of wondering what it really means, which because it was under the judgment, what does she feel that she's being judged about pertaining to the area of love? And what really is the message behind the Hierophant, right? So I had to go in again to kind of see now, to clarify now a little more further, why did the Hierophant come up? And then it became like clear to me. And we have the devil, okay? The devil card here is, and mind you guys, we have 3 major arcanas. So that means that there is something very intense and strong about the energies, but as well the message. So to clarify behind the judgment, to clarify that Hierophant energy, I had to clarify it by the devil. And the devil here speaks about the low shadow aspects of oneself. We all have shadow sides to ourselves, right? But in certain situations, there are certain behaviors that might not be accepted or acceptable to the outside, okay? It could be not acceptable to family, to friends, or just society itself. And what I'm speaking upon at this time, it could be where perhaps there might be her sexual preferences or her sexual orientation, hypothetically, allegedly. And with these cards here, I'm going to say allegedly, right? Because I don't know 100%. But again, I am reading what I feel and pick up intuitively what it can represent, right? So that might be the thing that actually she might be embarrassed about or feel that she would be judged about her sexual preferences. Now, just a heads up, this is a judge-free channel, so there's no judgment here. Whomever and whatever that people choose to date, and when it comes to that area of their life, that is their affairs and their business. But this channel does not and will not judge anyone's who choose to have a particular preference than the other. Okay, but I feel that this is what is going on. Perhaps that she might be embarrassed, or when it comes to that she will be judged. Now that is one message that I got when I pulled this out. Now the other message is that the Hierophant could be representing her religion, because I looked up to see what her religion is, and because she's from Thailand people, the religion is heavenly Buddhist. So it takes me back to those water energies, or one particular water energy where perhaps she might be maybe her parents, I don't know, but maybe when it comes to her religion, that could be an issue. That whoever this water sign is, that she is not wanting to be with them because it's going against her beliefs or her religion. Maybe that water sign is not a Buddhist. Maybe, there is no type of per se religious sect that is connected to them, but when it comes to her religion, maybe she has to date someone that is of Buddhist faith. Again, that's just a hypothetical, other message that I got, that it could be pertaining to her religion itself, okay? So that was the other message as to what the traditional Hierophant could mean, right? Or it could be pertaining to her career. So as we close out, the 2 cards that came out to clarify the 3 of Wands, we have here the 10 of Swords along with the Sun. Now, this taps into for me, a little bit about her career. That perhaps whoever that she is under, the label, perhaps they don't want her to be involved in a relationship. And for what I understand, that these groups, boy groups, particularly when it comes to the Korean band groups, that they have very strict that they ban and have very strict rules when it comes to dating and things of that nature, because the rules there, they really want them to not be distracted. And of course, if they are entangled with a relationship or with someone, that can in fact affect their career. So when these two cards came out, I feel that it is linked. Now this is the other third message that I got pertaining to the Judgment. So I feel that if she steps out and kind of go against what the rules is, she would feel she would be judged. Okay? And I feel that whoever the company that she's involved with, the label, that they feel that they want her to remain drama free. They don't want her to get involved in relationships or anything else that's going to interfere, right? Because the Ten of Swords can mean many things. But for this reading, this could just be her tapping into anything that is going to interfere and block her success. Okay, that's what I strongly pick up at this time. And I feel that whoever the labor is that she's working for, that overall they are letting her know, you keep drama away, your career will always be successful, because we got the Sun here. The Sun here is one of the most positive, successful energies of the tarot deck, but it just shows that as long as she stays focused and keep business from pleasure separate, that overall her future, because it kind of, like I said, goes back to her career. So her career is tapping a bit into her love life. So those are the three reasons. It could be either one of those. Okay, you guys let me know if you're a true fan of Lisa. If you know anything perhaps that makes sense, and bring your own interpretation into it. Let me know. Drop it into the comment section. All right, guys. So this is what I got pertaining to Lisa. So keep it dope. I hope I addressed your answers pertaining to her reading. And so that's what I got. And if you like the reading, send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. And again, share your feedback in the comment section. All right, everyone. That wraps it up. Until the next request, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful Tuesday night. Peace, love, and light. Bye.